So this is my little 11-week bump. It's still not that noticeable, but is a little bit noticeable. Like I can definitely tell the difference from how I used to look until now. But with clothes on, you really can't tell at all. Hey guys, I'm back doing my 11-week update. The last time I did an update, I was 8 weeks, and I just have not felt like getting on camera. Not a lot has changed, but the baby has grown so much. So the baby is currently the size of a large strawberry, and tomorrow I'll actually be 12 weeks and the baby will be the length of a lime, which to me is absolutely crazy. I'm sitting by a window and the light is just shimmering off of me. The past couple days I've just been craving different kinds of smoothies. So we looked up some protein powder that was safe in pregnancy and we went to Costco, grabbed it. This is a strawberry smoothie with protein powder, and Devron's actually been drinking them with me. So good. It's hot outside today too, like in the 80s, so this is absolutely amazing to have today. Strawberries are in season right now, and I had bought this huge thing of strawberries and they were so good, and they've been sitting in the fridge for a couple days, and so I figured let me just use the rest of them. So this is jam-packed with 25 fresh strawberries. You can taste them too, they're so good. So we had our second OB appointment at 11 weeks, which was just a couple days ago, and it was just an appointment to do a physical. So they basically, did the whole physical, listened to my heart and lungs, felt my uterus, and we did a manual exam, like a cervical check, just to make sure that everything with my cervix was normal and to see if everything with the uterus was normal and kind of where the uterus was positioned. So it's just right above my pelvic bone right now, and at about 20 weeks it will be all the way up to the belly button. We also did Dopp tones, and it's always so fun to hear the baby's heart rate. And if you haven't done Dopp tones, it's not an actual ultrasound, but they'll just put the little Doppler on the baby's heart rate and just see what the baby's heart rate is. So it should be between 110 and 160, and my baby was in the 150s, so that's really good and reassuring. For every single pregnancy, no matter if you're married or not, they always do a GC test, which is gonorrhea, chlamydia. And what you do is you just swab the inside of the vagina, and then this little stick breaks off right there where that black line is. You just break it off into the tube and seal up the tube, and then they send it off. The OB also went over what to eat, what not to eat, things that I should not be doing, things that I should be doing. And one thing she specifically said is to keep exercising, to not obviously do really intense exercises, but to do yoga and Pilates and walking, even light jogging is all safe in pregnancy, and it's recommended. At this appointment, the thing that I was most excited for is that we were going to be going over the sex of the baby and the genetic screenings. And unfortunately, I went to the lab a little late. I did not know that those results can take up to 10 days to come back. I thought they would maybe take a few days, but they were all send outs, so they had to go to different states, and then I had to wait for them to come back. So it took about a week for the results to come back. Actually, I did the test on Tuesday, and today is Sunday, and the result just came back today. I saw it on my patient portal, but I was not able to discuss any of the results at the appointment because unfortunately, none of the results were back yet. So I did get my blood drawn twice. I got my blood drawn once at 8 weeks and then once at 11 weeks. And in total, they took 15 tubes of blood, which to me is absolutely crazy. The first time they took 9 tubes, and I was just looking at it that is a lot of blood. So these are all the tubes for the genetic screening, and then these were the second round I kind of want to do a separate video for like all of the blood tests and all of the genetic screenings and like all of the results once they all come back, because they haven't all come back yet. But the second set of labs, that was like to get my blood type, and they just want to make sure that they test you for like all diseases so that they know exactly what to expect when baby comes. But I feel like trying to go over that right now would just be too much. And so what I'm going to do is just do like a completely separate video, and I'm going to wait until all of my results come back, because not all of my results are back yet. That way I can just go through them with you guys and show, like, because I opted in for everything. So that's why there was so many tubes of blood, and I can show you just like everything we tested for and then all of the results. My husband is taking out the trash and making a lot of noise in the background and doing laundry, bringing the laundry down. And I can't even be mad at him because, I mean, he's taking out the trash and doing laundry. It's like, thank you. Get yourself one like that, ladies, I'm telling you. As far as cravings go, I'm still having really, really strong cravings. So I'll want something and I can't eat anything else but like that one thing. And it's been like that ever since really like I found out I was pregnant. I just started, and I've always been that way where I'm kind of like crave certain things, but in pregnancy it's like it's either one thing or nothing. Like everything else, thinking about eating anything else like makes me sick, and it's a really weird feeling. But today I am craving a Popeyes chicken sandwich, and we went to Popeyes a couple nights ago and we hadn't had the chicken sandwich in forever. And so we just got one and we brought it home. We also got some fried chicken and some sides, and then we kind of just like shared everything. So we cut the chicken sandwich in half, and I wanted another one immediately. I was like, oh my God, this is so good. I need another one. My husband is like, I don't think you need another one. Like, because we don't eat a ton of fast food. We've been really trying to eat healthy for the baby. And of course, like we eat In-N-Out, we eat Chick-fil-A, but we try not to do it as often, maybe like once a week. But today I'm a little bit emotional and I want a Popeyes chicken sandwich. And so I went upstairs and I handed my husband his smoothie, because I made the strawberry smoothies, and I was like, in 30 minutes I'm going to Costco to order the cake. I'll tell you guys about that in a minute. That's going to be for our gender reveal. And then I'm going to Popeyes and getting a chicken sandwich. Are you coming? And he's like, I'll be ready. So that's our plan here in a few minutes. We're going to go and get a Popeyes chicken sandwich and then order our cake from Costco for the gender reveal. But what I've noticed is that I want things that are a little more bland. And I know I just said I want a Popeyes chicken sandwich. That's like an exception. But I don't like things that are super strong right now. Like, I love onions. Like, I love onions on my tacos, in my salads. It's just like, oh, so good. But in pregnancy, no. Like, I don't want to smell onions. I don't want to taste onions. Like, that strong taste and smell, like, oh, I can't stand it at all. Same thing with garlic. Like, I usually love, like, garlic bread, garlic toast, and I can still have it, but if it's like a strong garlic smell, I don't want it. The thought of it just like makes me sick. And it's the same thing with sauces. So anything like smothered in like barbecue sauce or any kind of like super sweet sauce, like I don't want it at all. We bought this really delicious Kinder's Korean sauce and also like a teriyaki sauce for chicken, because I'm like, oh, it'd be so good, like make a rice bowl with chicken and put the sauce over it. I don't want any sauce, so it's just like sitting in the fridge. And I mean, I bought it, but I can't eat it. Like, I cannot eat it. I can't even imagine eating that. Like, no, thank you. This is literally like where I've been living. Like, all I want to do is be on this couch having a tall glass of water and my coffee in the morning and just relaxing. I think it's because I'm working Monday through Friday right now and I'm pretty fatigued, and so any chance I get, I'm like on this couch. It's crazy. As far as nausea, I'm a lot less nauseous than I was in previous weeks. So every time that I say like, I think it's behind me, I think it's getting better, all of a sudden it will just hit me. Whereas before it was like all day, every day. I was just like so nauseous and felt like just so hungover. Now it comes in waves. Like I will feel like that, but then I'll feel myself and I'll feel really good. But then it'll just like randomly come back. It's so weird. Like yesterday, I did wake up with a headache. That's one thing that's been happening. Every morning without fail, I wake up with a headache. Like I don't know why. I've tried to research it and I cannot figure out why I am waking up with a headache every single day. I think it's hormone related. I don't know if it's because of a drop in blood sugar, because what happens is I'll come out, I'll sit on the couch, I'll have a tall glass of water every single morning, I'll have my coffee, and then I'll eat eggs and toast. And after I do that and relax for a few minutes, like the headache goes away. And then some days it does not go away and it just drags on throughout the whole day, or sometimes it'll go away for a little bit and then it'll come back just like in the middle of the day. So I'm having to take Tylenol when that happens, but most times like just drinking water, having my coffee, and then eating a little bit of food will make the headache go away. So that's what I've been doing for that. So yesterday I decided I'm feeling like really good. My headache went away, and I decided like I want to do an everything shower. Like I need to shave everything. And so I get in the shower, I wash my hair really well. I did my purple shampoo, and so I'm nice and bright and blonde right now. And I shaved my legs. I was in the shower for a long time, and I don't know if it was the heat that got to me or what, but all of a sudden I started feeling like lightheaded and dizzy, and I just started dry heaving, like dry heaving and dry heaving and dry heaving, to the point where luckily like I was done in the shower and I got out and I laid down for a minute, just put a towel on my head, and I was literally in my bed in my towel with a towel on my head, and I was like, oh, I just don't feel good. I never threw up, just dry heaving and dry heaving and dry heaving, and it just hit me. And then I felt like so tired and out of it that I just took like a long nap and I couldn't get up. So I took like a 3 to 4 hour nap, and it's crazy because I thought, oh my gosh, I just slept half of the day. Like I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. That wasn't the case at all. I slept like a rock. I've been sleeping amazing. Every single night I'm out. Like I sleep so good. I think it's because my body is just like so fatigued, and I didn't expect that. Like no one tells you how tired that you're going to be in your first trimester of pregnancy. And I know a lot of women aren't, but man, this baby is taking a lot out of me. It's crazy because like the days that I work, I come home sometimes and I am so tired. Like the other night I came home, it was like 6 o'clock, and I'm sitting here on the couch and we were talking about like what we wanted to do for dinner. I couldn't even think about what I wanted to do for dinner. Like I was so tired. My eyes were shutting. Like my eyes felt heavy and they were just shutting. And I was, it's crazy. I don't know when the last time like I felt that tired, and it happens often, like a few times a week. I'll be like so tired, I'll know because my eyes are just shutting. And sometimes I'll go to bed at like 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. Today was kind of like a whirlwind of emotions because I've been checking my patient portal like daily because I've been waiting for these results to come back. And like I said earlier, like they finally came back today. And so it populated, and what it says is like fetal sex, and then you have to actually click on it in order to get a result. And we really want to do a gender reveal, so our plan was to get a cake, and then we wanted to do that cute little thing where you take the wine glasses and put them down in the cake, and then you flip them up, and then me and Deborah can look at it at the same time. And we wanted that to be like our initial reaction together, like finding out what the gender is of the baby. And so, I didn't expect to find out on a Sunday. I thought that we were going to find out on Friday at the OB appointment so that the OB could just put it in an envelope and then we could do the reveal over the weekend. But that didn't happen. Today is Sunday. I just found out today. And so I have no one to really click on it for me and tell me the result. I don't have any family in town. And so I'm like trying to figure out like, how am I going to do this? And I start calling around to bakeries, and I call like 3 different bakeries, and all of them are like, we can't do same day cakes. And then so we go to Costco, they can't do it. Then I call another grocery store, they can't do it. And at this point, I'm feeling like a little bit defeated because I'm like wanting to find out the gender so bad today. Like I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. And so we decided, okay, let's just do away with the cake. The cake's not that important. Let's go to the dollar store. We'll get some balloons. We can sit in the grass and do kind of like the same reveal that we wanted to do, but we'll just do it with balloons. So we drive over to the Dollar Tree, and they're out of the balloons that we want. And at that point, I have a knot in my throat. Like I'm about to cry. I'm so upset because I've been trying so hard to get this cake. Now there's no balloons, and my husband is just like, it's not a big deal. Let's just do it another day. And I'm like, or he's like, let's do it this weekend. Because I work Monday through Friday. And so I don't want to wait all day while I'm working and then get off of work and have to, do my hair and get ready for a video and have to do it after work and only have an hour before it gets dark. It's just like not ideal. I wanted it to be on a weekend where we wake up and we go out. I guess the way that I was expecting everything to play out, it just didn't really play out like that. And so I just felt like so disappointed and so emotional about it. And so I had to take a nap and just tell myself it's not that important and move on. But I just felt like so teary-eyed and emotional because I don't want to wait for the cake to be made at all. Like I want to find out right now today. But I also don't want to ruin what we had already planned and how special it would be to find out with the cake. So anyways, we're still going to do the cake. I'm going to wait. I feel like kind of a brat just like talking about it. I think I'm just emotional because I'm pregnant. I'm already kind of like an emotional and sensitive person. And so I don't know, when things don't go the way that I planned, I just am like a little hard on myself, and I don't know, I just get emotional and sensitive. So yeah, look how the light is hitting my hair right now. So pretty. So I'm feeling a lot better. I'm so happy that I filmed this little 11-week update because I have not done an update since 8 weeks, and I absolutely had to tell you how the second OB appointment went, and hopefully they can get us this cake made and we can get this gender reveal video out. And I absolutely cannot wait to tell my family and just like find out the gender. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to find out what we're having. I was able to sneak a little ultrasound in there, and I hadn't seen the baby's heart rate in I think it was like 2.5 weeks since my OB appointment. And so I'm a labor and delivery nurse, and I am so thankful that I was able to just do like a quick scan and see the baby. And I had seen movement for the first time. Baby was like in the uterus, jumping up and down, like literally kicking their legs up into the uterus and then falling back down. And at one point I saw like little hiccups as well. So that was just so cool to see baby. This was just the little heart rate. He located the heart rate and just watching it. And then this is what I think is hiccups. It kind of looks like hiccups to me. The picture is not the clearest. Doesn't that look like hiccups? This is where I caught the baby jumping, but I couldn't really get it. It's like every time the camera wasn't on, baby would start doing all this jumping. I did research that ultrasound waves are not like the best for baby. I mean, it's safe to do it every once in a while, but you definitely don't want to be doing it all the time. So I won't be doing that too often, but I did want to see baby because I hadn't seen the heart rate in over like 2.5 weeks. And as moms, we get a little nervous. Like being pregnant, I guess it's a fear that you're going to go in and there's not going to be a heartbeat there. And I don't know if that comes from previously having a miscarriage, even though I know my situation is like, there's so many women who have had way worse situations than I have. But just knowing that it could happen, and also like being a labor and delivery nurse and seeing like all of the women who come in and, they're delivering babies who were even 12 weeks old, 17 weeks old. I've even delivered a 39-week baby that passed. And so you just never know, like freak accidents, things happen. It's not anything that the mom did wrong, but sometimes things just happen. And so to me, it's just so reassuring to see that heartbeat. So I'll try to keep you guys updated. I'll try to keep doing weekly updates, and if not a lot has changed, then I will wait a couple weeks, kind of like I did, because I don't want to just bore you saying the same things over and over and over. So, yep, maybe I'll see you at 12 weeks, maybe I'll see you at 13 weeks, 14 weeks, but anytime when I have a major update, I'll get on here and just do a quick little video, and then look for the video also of like all of the genetic screenings, because I'm gonna go over all of my results and show like all the genetic tests and all of the initial blood tests, because I opted in for everything. I was like, just do everything. So that way I can show you what is offered, and then you can decide maybe what you want or what you don't want. All right, guys, I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.